Happy Tech Tip Thursday. Today, we're going to be talking ice maker PMs and the little details that you can take care of while completing an ice maker PM. Obviously, you're already cleaning the machine, you're sanitizing the machine, and taking care of all those extras. But things to pay attention to, I always take off and sanitize my ice chute. Why not? You already have a bucket of descaler and you already have a bucket of sanitizer. It takes very little time to take care of it, and if it's really gross, with everything off, you can actually pull the 4 bolts off and take this off. Just make sure your seal is in good repair. If it's not, then make sure you get a seal. But in addition to that, there is one little note on these PMs that most people miss, and it is the agitation and delay time. And what does that mean? Well, this machine, obviously you don't want a big block of ice forming in the bottom of the hopper. So the machine itself, the soda machine, will agitate the ice at a given time for a given amount of time. Don't forget that your customer, every time they get ice out of here, also agitates. Now, there's different ice, and ice reacts differently to agitation. So we use a chewable ice. It's a very soft ice, and it's easy to damage. And damage isn't necessarily bad, but what can happen is if you over-agitate this, you'll get what I like to call the snow cone effect, where your ice becomes so brittle and it comes out just as like almost a frost. If you notice that, there's 2 major things that make a difference on that. One, this gate. You can see when we open this, it's as open as it gets. There's actually behind here a plate that controls the amount of ice that you get. The quicker people get ice, the less agitation you will get. The other thing is, there is 2 screws, I've already taken them off, and then this guy right here, this pulls forward. Don't forget to move your flavor shot if you have that option on your soda machine. And we open up this super secret cavity. And in here are some super important directions that I'll give you a really great shadow of. You'll notice on here that we have a motor on time and an off time. So we want our off time to be as long as possible and our on time to be as short as possible. And if we look closely, you can see, and we'll move this red wire, you can see that we're actually not meeting that. There's little arrows on here, and the arrows actually align with the, if you want to call it the slot for adjusting that agitation timer. Really important to pay attention to, especially when we get into high volume seasons. This does matter. And some of that you can actually see if you're not sure of like how much ice type. That's actually right here, and it'll help you make those decisions. In our case, we want 3 hours for off time and 0.5 for our agitation motor on time. Pay attention. These little details make a difference, and it's the kind of stuff that keeps you from coming back and having to deal with silly stuff. Next thing I noticed, you've already got the cover off, and what do you know? This cable is disconnected. Why is that cable disconnected? Well, first of all, I'm going to push this back in. If I take this cable and I plug it into its board, oh hey look, it turns on. What does that mean? That means that keypad's bad. Somebody should have taken care of it, but they didn't. We're here doing an ice maker PM. We can get a call open, we can get a keypad ordered, and we can make it right for the store. It's currently doing that outside, so this is a good time to get soda machines taken care of because it's not busy season. We can get them fixed and get them taken care of. Hopefully that helps you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.